can't sit down. Okay. If you understand, I have a war versus the propaganda videos because everything America say, they speak English. And my war is versus the fake American propaganda. My daughter called me. She says, Mama, come look, they're throwing ice crunches. They're throwing ice block. The rain is falling with ice. My daughter, she see a lot that happen here. I don't have to tell her. She's seeing everything before she grew up. My son, they take away. When he was 10, he was sitting next to his little sister. My daughter now, she was just 1.5. Take a look. If this little girl is now 7, but if you look next door, there's someone who have a little baby, only with a different face, so tiny. If nobody take this little boy, he live next door. Nobody take this little girl, but someone have sex to make sure this little girl is next door. Do you know the one who is right now 25 years of age? When I was 12 years of age, that day their mother have sex to have them. That's why they are now 25. And I am now 38. I'm 13 years older than them. This house, do you know I don't live there anymore? Someone else live in there now. But this was my house. It was my address. But I move out. I move in here. Someone else used to live here. But they said they are dead. Well, they just moved them inside someone else's house. They can take their old body and let them move. Or they can let the person who live there, they let her have sex. She make a body and they take the wind out of this house and fix it there. Understand? The wind live in the house. The wind have the faces. The wind is getting the bodies out to live in the house. 2 people live in the house. Only 2 names register in the address. 6 people live in different houses. 6 people are dead in 6 years. Now, 6 people who live over there was only 2 of them. And now, there's 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. They have a baby, they have a baby. Because the 6 people who die is now living in there with new name and new faces. Understand the mind game, my friends. Including the ones who work for the system. They don't want you to know the truth. When the government is saying, when they say, the next 4 years they're going to see the beginning of a new world order. Do you mean they mean you and me? Or they talking about the children that are coming out of the stomach 4 years later? This guy was talking from 2007, 2008, 9, 10, 11. They have 4 years of age babies here. But every 9 months, it is 5 years ahead. You understand, people? Understand, 4 years ago when he's telling the children that are 4 years old, they used to live inside the body of the people. Some of them used to live there, but now their big body, which is a big condom, is in the graveyard. They have a new fresh body from the oven. Understand, the stomach of the woman is baking the bread. They have flour in their stomach. When they collect the paint from the man, which is just a woman, they take oil from the man and they put it in the oven. And when they're busy making love, the oven is getting hot and hot and hot, and then they bake a bread. In 9 months, they have a new fresh bread out. When they tell you one bread is expired there, it's because the baker woman just baked a new fresh bread. You understand? When you buy a bread in the shop, you keep it for 40 years. When someone have a baby, you don't. Yeah, there are those who go in to buy people's children and they come with it. They call it adoption. They can keep them for 40 years and stuff. But if you're gonna bake the bread inside of you, you get it out, you're gonna save it for 40 years or 50 years. When the bread is expired, someone else gonna bake a bread for the fresh air. And they bake a bread there, and they take the fresh air and fix it there. And your bread, what you bake, is going 6 feet. If you understand, when the bread is expired, after 5 days, you have to throw it away. You cannot eat it. It's like, I like to see a guy, no insulting, but honestly, let's get in the mind game. I like to see a guy who loves his wife so much. He's on vacation. He's walking in the sea. He's gone, always gone, always gone, always gone. He's supposed to come home. He didn't come on time. They call him. They said, your wife is dead. He come the day his wife is dead. His wife has to stay 5 days in a mortuary. They have to bury her. He said, no, don't keep her in a mortuary. I like to keep her in the house. Maybe he's going to try to make love to his wife the 5 days before. But if you understand, when the wife is dead, there is no entrance. Everything is blocked. Everything is closed. There is nothing. He can try to put his flesh in there. It's going to break because everything is closed. Nothing move. The wind is not in there. Electricity, the light is not in there. So it's dead. Now, the body is swelling up, swelling up, swelling up, swelling up. It's like, I don't want you to bury my wife. I want to keep her. He quit his job. He stayed next to his wife. 5 days, his wife is swell up, swell up, swell up. It's smelling, and all the flies, you think the fly live there. No, the flies, they are the children of the human being. Do you know that? Do you know the flies are the children of the human being? You don't know it? The only thing you need to know where the flies are coming from is letting the human being dead and leave them in the house. Don't open the door for 20 days. They come out of the human being. They came. Sometimes they show you videos that when someone died, they leave their body, they let the body dispose. The flies are coming out of the human being. The human body is the mother of the flies. Understand? That's where the children came from. So the flies that are disturbing us, you want to kill them, they came from the human being. So the worms also, the little worms, they came from the human being. What you need to understand, which is the mind game, when they're telling a new world order for the next 30 years. Imagine President Bush sleep last night. Oh, President Bush is, you see what happened? You can't hear anything about him anymore. I like to see someone make a picture of President Bush. I'm sure he's doing some fishing. Now it's Obama on the list. I like to hear Obama say to us, the next 30 years, there's going to be a new world order. Do you think he's talking to you and me? He's talking to the children the next 30 years. The one who is 60 years today, 30 years later, they are 90 years old. Obama is not talking to them. Do you think when the people are 90 years old, he can talk to them? No, he's talking about the children that are coming out of the people 30 years later. They are the future. If your child is your body, only capture the wind. I mean, they say someone died there. They never exist. Someone built them a body. So they only capture the wind. They are the wind. They are the wind. The only reason why someone's standing there is because they prison the wind in the body. Understand, the body of the people is a balloon that capture the wind and blowing the wind inside. And then they saving them. They're growing up with the wind. Till the wind, the balloon is burst. The wind is out. And then you see the stomach, the body of the people swelling up because the wind is not there to go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. The body of the people, there is no fresh air in the leg. There is no fresh air in the arm. There's no fresh air in the belly. Its fresh air is only here in the nose, in, out of the mouth, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. What you put in the stomach is just food. When you go to the toilet, it comes out from the backside. The fresh air is only here. You have no fresh air, you can speak. Your mouth is closed. The wind comes in and out. The wind don't goes in your arm. Is there any space in the arm? It's only flesh. It's electricity. Here. You're inside the wind. You're not out of the wind. It's like someone have a baby today. We take them out of the studio. We throw them out of the wall. Any child that is born in here is because you're already inside this. 100 women are in here. They built a studio. Only 100 of them. 500 years ago. No injection exists. They masturbate, 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 masturbate. There's so much orgasm. The sperm is inside of there. And then boom, there is the baby. The boy come out with all the sperm. All the sperm. All the sperm. They get girls out. Girls out. And now, 50 years later, they call them husband and wife. And now they move in a house. It's easier. They can make love and make a baby. Make a baby. Make a baby. Now, from the 100 become 6 billion. And now 6 billion of them look so many. And when one died there, because the one over there built the body, you say someone is dead there. Someone is dead there, they just get a new face. The wind is coming back in time and get a new face. The wind is going there and there and there. So take care, I'm going to enjoy my music. To the system, shame on you on the other side. You cannot frighten the other dick on the other side, and now you try to frighten them in the mind. But at the end of the day, this little girl is real, 4 years old. If there is nobody in this world that have 4 years old, if nobody have a child that is 4 years old, when she was 4 years old with me, and now 3 years later, now she's 7. All of us who have the 4 years old then, we are the one who have the 7 years old. The time when we have the 4 years old, there was no 4 years old below us. This 4 years old that lived next door was inside the stomach. We have 3 years old below us. We have 2 years old. We have 1 year old. We have the pregnancy, but there was no 4 years old. If 3 years later, the one who was 3 years old become 4, and the one who was 4 become 5, the one who was 5 becomes 6, the one who was 6 becomes 7, and now the ones who was in the stomach is now the 4 years old. It is a system, and I'm fucking sick of the mind game. They are abusing the people in this world. If this 4 years old is not inside this house, but live next door, I just need to check the houses. Please show me your child. I like to take my shoes I have from this girl when she was here. The 4 years of age child doesn't wear the same shoe. But the woman next door that have the child that is 4 years old, when I put the shoe in her feet, it is exactly. She doesn't need to buy a new baby shoe. Because the child that used to live in my house live inside our house with a wrong size of clothes. I have the clothes. It doesn't fit my 7 years old anymore. But you're looking for the clothes I still have. You're a fucking mind game with the people. We babysitting the NIG. And they like to abuse people in this world. If all the sizes of shoes I have, please tell me, I found the shoe yesterday. If it doesn't fit my children anymore, who have a child that their shoe fits, who have the baby that was inside this house, that is using this shoe right now, who is in charge of the baby? Huh?